case was recorded in Victoria today. We thought that was it for the latest when it comes to the coronavirus panic. And then, breaking news this afternoon, there was somebody who jumped the border and made it into Queensland. One person has tested positive to coronavirus on the Sunshine Coast, which means we have to deal with this.
I can also update that we now have a positive case in Clowntra.
One case, at this stage, the person who they shared a car with for day after day after day has not tested positive, yet the media environment in Brisbane is outrageous, it is disgraceful, and it goes always to 11, even after one case. This was Channel 9.
Good evening. Queensland is facing a fresh COVID emergency tonight.
COVID emergency. One case. As for she who must be obeyed, who will now, of course, put in all the stupid rules possible based off one case. This is what she said today to add to the freak out.
So it's important that people go on the website and really familiarise themselves with where she has been, so that if they've been there, they come forward and get tested.
Now, most concerningly was this statement from the brand new Health Minister. Now remember, this Health Minister is just as qualified to be a Health Minister as the previous Health Minister. Now, while he was Dr. Stephen Miles, he has a doctorate in unionism. Yvette D'Arth used to be the Attorney General. One of her last acts as the Attorney General before the last Queensland election was to suggest laws that would have made it illegal for people like me on television to tell people like you about if there was anyone on the ballot in a Queensland election who was currently before the Corruption Commission.
Oh,
forgive me if I don't have a huge
boom, boom.
in this statement.
We have been here before, we know what to do.
Yeah, we have. And we know that on every chance the Queensland government overreacts. Remember when there was the 3-day lockdown at the end of March and start of April? You do if you were in southeast Queensland. Businesses, who cares? This was a lockdown where the advice that the Queensland Health Department were giving to people was that you had to wear your mask while driving your own car. Literally, the coronavirus will apparently somehow make it into
This government's funny.
Eventually strangle you like it was a mob hit. The person who will be setting the rules and the reaction of the next couple of days is this lady, who, remember, after the best part of 90 days, was still telling people from Canberra they couldn't come to funerals in Queensland.
Canberra is defined as a hot spot because it's within the middle of New South Wales.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust the Health Minister who says we've been here before and we know how to do this, when remember, she effectively told the people of Queensland it doesn't matter if you are vaccinated or not, you'll still have to do hotel quarantine.
You from getting very, very ill and likely to end up in ICU.
Why don't I see all this stuff on the news?
But it doesn't stop you carrying the virus and potentially transmitting it to someone else.
And then, of course, there's the captain of the ship who was able to get a version of the vaccine that everyone else over the age of 50 in Queensland isn't able to get because she's special.
I may be required to travel to Tokyo with the Lord Mayor and maybe the Prime Minister.
One case. May it stay at one case, but if it even becomes half a dozen, you know what these people are going to do. I'm sorry, Queensland. Tried to warn you to flush this one. Alas, the stench will be there yet again. Let's watch the overreaction in the northern bit of the country.